it as much as possible. Here we go. Game number 1 on Fortress of Lions. We've got Luna and Snowy versus South America and Europe at the same time, with Neeze and Lores here representing both of those regions at once. But it's Luna and Snowy that are coming in from winner's side, and they're also coming in with maybe a really early stock on Lores. No, Neeze could go down 2. The down air connects. Lores tries to go for the save. The ground pound could go back forward onto Snowy, and the red team comes out on top after that offstage scuffle.
That's a big early lead. It seemed like it was actually going to be even an earlier of a lead, but no. Lores was able to get under the stage, and moving up vertically, he like rode the 45-degree wall over and around that corner, and Snowy is taking the gauntlets to him. Meanwhile, they got the KO on Neeze. Are they going to get it on Lores? Almost! The defense of Kaya just barely holding on from that recovery of Snowy's gauntlets.
Oh man, and they're running away with the Spark. He's already dominating. They can have a 6 stock to 4. Okay, that was a great recovery there from Neeze to be able to reverse that into a 4 stock to 3 situation, but he's already in orange. I mean, the D-like ground pounds and stuff off the right-hand side were fantastic, but if that didn't go right, that could have been 6 to 3.
Now, we talked about how quickly Lores was playing, how he was always in your face, using the movement speed of Kaya to be all over the stage, left side, right side, this red team member, that red team member, but all of a sudden, the red team came out and did the exact same thing to him. Snowy and Luna are playing so fast, so aggressive here very early. We're less than a minute and a half into this game,
yeah, this has been tough to watch. Like, doubles gameplay tends to be pretty quick, but this has been accelerated right there. They are just destroying each other. The neutral sig off the net. Are you kidding me? Neeze has now taken so many stocks in a row that he's even up the game. There's something about Neeze's blasters this game that are unreal. The down sig disarms Luna into the dash off dare. He doesn't jump. The second dare. Luna doesn't get his recovery back. He's down to 1 stock. All of the stocks have been taken by Neeze so far.
And I don't think anybody can deny, even for a second, what Reddy said earlier about Neeze being the best blasters
Not
player
anymore.
Here. Look at what he's doing with this weapon.
And now he's got to make up for the fact that Lores went down so fast. And Lores has just kind of like been watching Neeze pop off. And he's like, go off, just do it. He's down with the gauntlets, tries to go off that down light. Stuff recovery, Neeze is in trouble. Drifts by the grace of the gauntlets there. If he didn't have that, I don't think he made that back.
Now Snowy does have the cannon in his hand. We're seeing Lores get into the red. We're seeing Neeze get over there as well. The recovery doesn't quite hit Luna. He had the dodge in time. The D-line, but he backs out. He backs up because he did the risk assessment in that moment and noticed how damaged Neeze was.
But Neeze goes down, and Lores now been on 1 stock for so long, has to fight the 1v2 against Snowy and Luna. Can he get through? Dodges one. What the heck? Luna puts up that down tick, expecting Snowy to be airborne, and that extra damage might be what Lores needs. No, the recovery comes out, and victory goes over for Luna and Snowy. They're now 2 games away from being the champions here at Dreamhack Dallas, but that was an explosive game 1 to that set.
And I want to expand on that just a little bit more. I know we say this every time, but there are people out here who don't understand how a double elimination bracket works in grand finals.
Right.
The team coming in from the winner's side, you get to lose twice. That's why it's called double elimination. First team lost. Lores and Neeze already lost one, so that's their first. Luna and Snowy get a chance to lose a set against Neeze and Lores. The bracket resets, and then we're on equal footing. Then the winner of that next best of 5 gets to determine the victor.
You gotta be eliminated twice in a double elimination
double
bracket.
elimination.
And that's how it works here, is we're now up a game into the set. Game 2 back to Fortress of Lions, and already they're trying to fight off stage. We saw that scuffle over there resulting in a stock loss for the blue team, but they managed to get off right away as everybody's now armed. Gauntlets and blasters on one side, blasters and bow to the other, and he goes all the way up after that recovery. Doesn't get the nair afterwards. That could have been a really early knockout on Neeze. Oh man, and already so many blaster snares going around. Down air sends him over to the right side. The ground pound releases it early to get the blast from that attack onto Snowy, and the dare snare bounce off the platform.
That's a
gets the
big
knockout.
Early lead for the blue team. They have Luna on the edge. Neeze's blasters on the edge have been insane, and they get the stock. That immediate out of hit stun, the recovery from Lores. I think Snowy was setting up maybe for the knockout move over on the edge, but that wake up recovery from Lores hit Snowy, moved him away, and kept Lores in it.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and they were able to get Lores the back even after he was sweating. The dares on the Luna have been so fantastic. What is making Neeze play, like, he is outperforming Luna in terms of the blasters so much because of how great he is with the blasters dare off stage. Not overextending after he connects with one, but waiting until he gets the second downer to get the edge guard. He almost gets the ground pound off the knockback onto Snowy there.
Nice!
He dares him into Lores. Lores gets the recovery, would have been doomed without it. Uses the chase out to get back. Sure, he still goes down, but what an opportunity Neeze provided for his teammate.
And it is 5 stocks to 4. Even if Neeze gets taken out, it's 4 stocks to 4 with Luna.
Whoa.
Never mind, we're not going to get those numbers. It is still 5 stocks to 3. Look how high Neeze is chasing. It's because he's so damaged. He's like, you know what? I could take Snowy off the top. If I fall, it's not a big deal. If I get Snowy, that's massive for our team.
Oh, is this the tournament that decides that Neeze is now the best player in the world? He is on his way there, I feel like. Every single tournament that we've watched, it's been less of like, oh yeah, Neeze made it, into more of like, Neeze could win it all. And that ground pound could be huge. It just took him out. That was crazy. And they go straight over to the team combo onto Lores. I was hyping up Neeze and Lores so much that I forgot that it's Snowy and Luna that are opponents. And now it could be an even game 2-2 in just a few moments.
Could be the shot of adrenaline that the red team needs. Luna's still taking some damage. Even that D-Light Sand. Neeze turns around, moves Snowy away. It's going to let Lores take Luna over on the edge. No, Lores falls. Still has a stock on its side, so all is not lost. That weapon spawn does get taken away, but one comes in, he grabs the bow.
Yeah, Neeze barely holding on there after that happens. Nice neutral signature, but Luna spot dodges, stops that knockback, makes it back to the stage. Snowy stuck in between. Lores was paying attention to Luna.
Yes,
he did not want to commit to anything.
Exactly.
And he was a little too slow on that sider there. Has him off stage. Snowy slides all the way off the edge. Sig and Neeze has no jumps. He has to get the save, and then Nair hits both of them, but Neeze gets dunked. D-Light, no ground pound. That's huge coming out from there. Snowy missing a really big opportunity. And now Lores has a super doable 1v2 team combo. Unarmed, gets the recovery, sets it to the top. He needs him one more D-Light recovery. Actually, Lores is still pretty healthy relatively.
Yes.
The Sarah hits. That's it.
Oh, that did it?
Snowy now in a 1v1 against Lores. Both these players are in top 8 1v1.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, he avoids the ground pound, picks up the spear. Pogo could come through here, but he stares his way on the stage. What can he do?
Oh, no, that
dodge.
was a bold move, Lores. Blowing your dodge for the sideline, but he didn't get it.
Interrupted, and then Snowy accidentally emotes. No, there's no way.
He went for the sidelight, didn't go for the immediate option right after that.
They're
He wanted to
stacked.
get the, oh my gosh.
It's going to spike him off the ground. He has to get the down air here. The weapon throw gets to pick up. No, just go for the D-Light. Sidelights him off the stage. New weapon picked up. He goes in for that dare, and he gets hit by the recovery. Lores avoids the side sing, and that's the Sair to bring him to an even set. 1-1 as Lores clutches a 1v2 against the best team in North America.
I said it in pre-show on Friday that Lores has shown up at every single tournament and surprised us in a new way every single time. I said he was going to do it on Friday and the rest of the weekend, and somehow he does it. Like we were talking about Kaina. Kaina was going to be the one, right? Kaina was going to win a LAN this year. Is Lores just going to leapfrog him? He's insane.
Look at this, falling Sair. Both Sair having enough knockback.
I can't believe that knocked out.
And then Snowy betting it all on the side stick, and then Lores was just kind of like, okay, I'll take that. Sair gets him off the right, and they bring it to game 3. Not many players can say they've won a 1v2 against Luna and Snowy. I feel like maybe Fozy, and that's it. I'm like only guessing, right? Like it's so tough to do. Look at the graph at the end there. That's incredible.
Dude, look
how long he was gone.
You can barely see, because the camera is so far away from the screen, you can barely see that middle stock. Oh, we're zooming in.
We're zooming in. We're letting people know.
Shouts out my man on the boom.
Yeah.
Look at Neeze's second stock.
Yeah,
that
Neeze
disappeared so quickly.
That was a team combo from Snowy and Luna that ended with an unarmed ground pound that caught Neeze out of like 3 of his jumps, and then he just drifted to the bottom of the stage at yellow. It was disgusting how fast that stock was taken from him. And then Lores was like, okay, I'll make up for it. That was about a fourth of the game that was only played by Lores.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Neeze has been going sicko mode on the blasters. Then all of a sudden, a little bit of a slip. Who is there to pick up the slack? Lores. That is emblematic of the greatest teams in Brawlhalla's history.
And so this is like really nerve-wracking if I was Luna and Snowy.
Absolutely.
Because Neeze didn't play with a stock that game.
Yep.
And they won. That's that they've got to be thinking about something going up into this next one here. And Laura's looking over at Neeze and being like, yeah, that's great. If you could just, have one more stock. we'll just win the tournament. This next game coming up, I'm wondering if they're really deciding what map they're going to be playing on after 2 Fortress of Lion picks, right? Apocalypse is essentially doing the same thing.
Dude, I love them so much.
Respect,
I love the coordinated hats. They're putting the hats over their hearts, probably saying the Pledge of Allegiance right now.
Yeah. We've got a decent crowd in favor of North America here, which is unusual depending on like how favorable these two teams are here. So we're back to Fortress of Lions. We're running it back here every single time. The matches are just too close to call to have a change of scenery, and I don't know how they do it, Sparky, but every single time it's just counter hit after counter hit to where they're just all carrying each other over to the right side of the stage. Laura's the one taking the biggest beating out of all of that so far at the beginning of game number 3.
And that was kind of the beginning of game number 1, and the ultimate final of that game number 1 was Luna and Snowy coming out on top because they were able to take Lorez out, and then they were able to focus on Neeze, which is exactly what they just did.
Yeah. Now it's 6 stocks to 4. This is probably the biggest lead the red team's had so far. Let's see if we can equalize. The down stick ready to go off that downline side.
Oh,
Luna.
what happened to Luna on the left side?
Forgot how to grab the side of the stage after that edge guard attempt from Lorez. Lorez did get credit for the knockout, so the last thing that hit him was an attack from Kaya.
That's heartbreaking to see if you are the red team. Going into this one, they just saw Lorez and Neeze win after basically playing at a stock deficit the entire game. And then even with a big opening, it's instantly equalized. Now, Neeze is taking a little bit more damage, so Lorez is doing solid on the survivability. Exactly.
Downlight. Oh, he gets interrupted by Luna on the side air. Luna has the ability to get back to the stage. He did that while sweating. D-Light side. Did he tag a side light in the middle of that?
Yes!
Oh, that's so crazy. How is Neeze so good? Okay, gravity cancel down was a little much. He's low on jumps. He's got to be able to get that dodge back to the stage. Side air disarms Lorez. It is so back and forth, Sparky. That's not even going to take Neeze out. That down air will do it. D-Light Nair goes for the side air. Lorez somehow manages to escape what I thought was going to be a guaranteed knockout.
He's able to get over, find the spear, but he gets knocked out with the Gauntlet Neutral Light. He had so much damage for that to be the KO move. Coming out, it's 4 stocks to 2. 3 stocks to 2.
Oh man, Luna going down to 1 there. Snowy's got to be careful here on this second stock.
Dare
Sarah, I think, will have enough to be able to knock him out. Neeze is looking for it. D-Light being put out. They could focus down Luna potentially, but I don't think that okay, this is an opportunity. They're focusing all on Luna.
Exactly.
They're knocking Snowy to the side. They're like, okay, we got to get that extra damage onto them. Oh, Snowy falls, but Lorez falls in exchange, and that's not a good trade when you've got 2 stocks to 1.
And this is a very different 1v2 than the one that Lorez just pulled off. It's going to be so much more difficult. Neeze is at damage deficit. Of course, he's at man deficit.
Yeah, but Snowy's been getting only hit. There's a team combo. Nutrisa comes through, and I think Snowy got the recovery damage in there anyways, but that's going to be enough knockback to take him off the top. Snowy with that 611 damage.
Yeah, Snowy doing a lot of work that game. If we're looking at the damage numbers on the other side, I mean, Neeze put out 538. That's a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, Lorez, he was bullied so hard, he was only able to put out 264. Look at how fast that down air sent him.
Yeah, that was a crazy game number 3. One that I think Luna and Snowy had in control the entire time. There was some unfortunate happenings there for the red team on the first 2 sets of stocks as they were equalizing, but so far that was just completely in their control, I feel like.
At no moment was it really in favor of Lorez and Neeze. At best, it was equalized between the two, but then was wrestled back in favor of Luna and Snowy.
And now we've got ourselves a match point. In this match point, Luna and Snowy, a game away, right? Neeze and Lorez are going to have to win 2 in a row just to be able to get that reset. This is very, very tense for them, especially considering that North America is on the verge of getting their first LAN victory of the year.
Snowy is no stranger to the high pressure of this situation. He sat alongside Boomy at the World Championship. And they both said to each other, 2 more games, 1 more game, 3 more stocks, 1 more stock, and then it was over, and they were crowned the world champion. Will Snowy become champion here at Dreamhack Dallas alongside his teammate Luna? A good way to start it off is taking out Neeze less than 30 seconds into the game.
Yeah, Laura's, while on the epic crossover of Pearl, right, still same character in terms of the attacks that are going to be coming out here. Neeze with a blast, just trying to make up for losing that stock so early, but Luna is the gauntlets that we were talking about, Sparky. I think the gauntlets are really making the difference. The D-Light recovery is not even going to be enough to knock out. Falling stairs, not going to be it. Gets the follow-up. No, still can't take Luna down.
Nice side air.
Down to
Luna
get to 2.
Ended up pulling out of the gauntlet ground pound. Flores was able to get around, hit the side air.
Yeah, Flores the one with the most stocks on the screen, but it could be going down pretty shortly. Luna goes off stage, the recovery does hit. Neeze still not down just yet, but the edge guard opportunity from Snowy. Can Flores get over there to be able to help him? Yes, he can. Neeze does make it back. The second stock of Neeze is the most critical. If they can even it up with Luna's to get it in sync, I believe Flores can win, even if it's in a very close 1v2. But Flores just ground pounds off the stage, and Neeze is taken down shortly afterwards.
Flores went for the really big play there because he knew he would probably fall soon. That was a last-second call that he made in that moment. We have 4 stocks to 3, but we could have 3 stocks to 2, and at least that let them kind of respawn back at the same time on the blue team. So even though we see a stock deficit between the two,
stuff recovery.
Luna does he get the solo on the edge. Flores all of a sudden on last stock.
Yeah, Flores goes down incredibly early. The Nair snatching him out of his spear recovery. Snowy now fighting Neeze on the side of the stage. I thought he was going to combo that into another side air.
I thought he was going to get side air the other direction. We've seen Boomy hit it so many times. D-Light side air coming in from Flores. We're even on stock, but all eyes are on
Side
Neeze.
light Nair. Sair tries to get the ground pound. Flores hunting Luna down, not getting any hits in return. The Nair comes back onto Snowy and Luna. Flores is just going to do this himself, Sparky. This is crazy how he's fighting against Luna and Snowy. And Neeze is providing the fire, the cover fire with the Sair. Luna goes down. Snowy now on the edge of the stage, 1v2.
Tazza, are we going to see a game 5 between these two teams? Snowy in the 1v2 of this entire year so far.
Neutral light comes through. That's a good punish from Snowy. Ground pound comes through. Neutral light gets stacked. Oh, that's not the friendly fire that you're looking for, Sparky. Snowy's hunting down Neeze's last stock here. Has Flores on the side of the stage. The ground pound sends him flying, switches over to the cannon. A fleeting Nair could do it. Downlight side air sends Snowy off the right side of the stage, but Onyx so tanky. Sair hits. This could be the edge guard. The pogo could come through here.
Oh, yeah.
There's
he was waiting for it. The weapon toss.
All right, they bring it to a game 5. That was all Flores.
751.
Neeze was in red last stock, and Flores said, it doesn't matter, I'll fight them both myself. That is exactly what happened there. I cannot believe how freaking good he is at doubles. That is insane. I mean, he was getting everything on both Luna and Snowy at the same time. The Nair separating them. He was covering both opponents. We were talking about how does he keep track of everything so many times. He's multitasking, fighting 3 opponents, while Neeze is just putting in that not friendly fire, the covering fire on the blaster Sairs. He's just kind of like, okay, Flores, I'm not going to get in your way. Go ahead. And now they're at game 5.
After losing his second stock in such a short period of time, Flores really stepped it up. Not only did he stretch his third stock, he was so evasive, he just really didn't take as much damage. He took basically as much total damage on his third stock as he did on his second, despite it being 3, maybe 3.5 times as long. So Flores stepped it up in the final moments of that game that could have been curtains for them for this tournament.
Now, he's still playing just as well, but Neeze is opening up these games heavily damaged every single time. He's got to be careful about that because I think that D-Light recovery is just going to be the stock. The first one flies in 13 seconds. Neeze out of there off the top. Luna taking him with that D-Light recovery on the blasters. Flores, he least damaged on the screen, and he's got to watch out for his teammate Neeze.
Yeah, that was basically Luna, Neeze, Blasters 1v1, and Luna came out on top.
Yeah. Yeah, Neeze is struggling to hold on to these stocks, but that side that comes through. Rise on the top, gets the double KO with the unarmed recovery. How is Flores everywhere, Sparky?
I don't know. I truly don't know. Like, somehow he has more speed than any other legend in this game. And I'm not even just talking like, oh, maybe he's got 9 or 10 speed. Like, no, he somehow is reaching deep enough to find unheard of levels of speed.
Yeah, neutral light comes through. That's going to blast him off. Snowy gets the ground pound, and Neeze is down to 1 stock. We've seen this scenario before. Game 4 played out exactly like this, and Neeze miraculously survived to the very end. Flores, though, on the bow. Can he do it? Luna and Snowy look like they are so tight here. In this last match, they're not letting any pressure through.
Flores is getting hit quite a bit. You see him in the red on his second stock. Meanwhile, Luna and Snowy are still in the orange. Neutral light comes out. What a great follow-up. Neutral sig coming out from Luna to get the KO onto Flores. Neeze is going to be all by his lonesome. Took a little bit of damage, but not too much. But again, just like last game, all eyes are on Neeze. Flores is going to have to find a miracle, or this is going to be over. It's going to be a North American victory for Luna and Snowy. And there it is! Luna and Snowy in Game 5 are your Dreamhack Dallas 2v2 champions.
Oh, Sparky all the way to game number 5. I couldn't have it any other way. I was looking for that reset, but at the very end, they just destroyed them off
They really
stage.
did.
In a game 5, being that heavy, it was a 3-stock, 4-stock-ish, right? He got that down heavy, sent with someone else flying, and then Luna said, oh, you committed your dodge?